Hello, YouTube and Facebook. Um, Soon I'm going to be starting a series of sort of audio blog, vlog, whatever the hell terminology you want to use for it. Basically, a YouTube and Facebook podcast. Essentially explaining all the knowledge I possess on the supernatural, and right now I want to explain to you a very personal reason as to why I'm gonna do it. For a very long time, 1 year to be exact, I was in the perfect romance with a beautiful woman. She was a Wolftharian and a vampire. Obviously, we had chemistry. If you've seen any of my posts regarding, uh, my supernatural state of being, you probably understand why. She specialized in healing and energy work. She was going to become a doctor. We enjoyed the same games and had a lot of the same views on life. We met through an old web show I used to host back when I thought I was just a vampire. We talked and grew closer, and even when she was forced into moving away, we still kept in contact. What I didn't know, however, was during this time her parents were beating her down both mentally with verbal abuse and physically with brutal intimate attacks. She later fell victim to a satanic cult and committed suicide. She was not a weak woman. Not to mention, given her past lives and southern upbringing, she was skilled in both gun and sword, and she actually owned a few swords, much like me. She could have easily dispatched her parents and gotten away with it, but she didn't, because she was stronger than that. Because she had the chance to forgive, and she did. She had the strength to forgive the people who hurt her. I know that as a vampire she will be reincarnated, but for me, this version of her, my beloved, is gone. While often I think that if I was there I could have done something, I know that I can't say her name, but you understand anonymity. Anonymity. On the internet, you shouldn't ever say someone's full name or even their first name if you can. Obviously, Vladimir Arastuziku is not my real name, but it's the acronym I'm going to be going for with Google and Facebook and YouTube. But I know that she wouldn't want me to do that. I live every day of my life wanting to be the man that she loved. Because the man that she loved was a person that I worked very hard to be heroic. I worked very hard to be someone that, no matter how much the world hated him, would show nothing but love to the world. And I lost that after I thought she left me for a while, and actually didn't know that she committed suicide until a while after. All this time, spending time thinking what was wrong with me, I couldn't read between the lines of the last few emails she sent when we moved away from each other. And the very fact was that she didn't reject me, she rejected her entire life. And if I was there, I know that I could have done something, but I'll never have that chance. I'll never have that chance now, but I can at least live a life the way she would want. Helping people. So why am I doing this series? Why am I bringing this back? Because doing that series reached out to people like Justine. People who were in a rut and needed help. I just said her first name, didn't I? Well, you know what? It's just a first name. Her middle and last name, at least, will stay private. My point is simple. The reason I'm doing this series isn't for humans or anyone else. It's just to get people educated on the fact that the supernatural exists in a far more physical way than anyone wants it to, but it exists. And it's time we stop living in the freaking, I don't know what we would call this, the Western scientific age, when we have cures for diseases that come to us from Eastern and energy work and all this other different kinds of medicine that we don't embrace in Western society. And as a result, we lose family members and we lose people to diseases, to depression, to pain, because we don't know how to be there for each other and because we don't know about proper medical procedures, not ridiculously expensive operations in the western part of the world that just result in the death anyway. We have the chance to change the world, and one of the reasons I want to do this, and there are multiple, one being that a lot of people, otherkin, Therian, lycanthrope, vampire, a lot of people with different abilities and different souls will often think that they are crazy, that they are going insane, that they are alone. But I'm here to tell you that you are not alone, that you are living in the real world and they are living in the fake world. The people who tell you you're crazy, they're living in the fake world. You are not. You have a voice. You have a mind of your own. Don't let their views influence you. It will only hurt you in the long run. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you. If you know something about yourself as a fact, then no one can ever change that. You'll always come back to it. And that's partially proof that it's a part of you. Another of which would be that part of doing this series is honoring Justine's memory. She was the only woman I'll ever love. And I can do this, and I can also get a job with Child Protective Services to make sure that technically when she killed herself, she was still a minor, 17. And part of it was because of abusive parents drove her to a satanic cult who were literally insane. And she said she was going to prove herself, or what was the word? Prove her loyalty to her new family, that type of thing. And she killed herself. I thought she just meant some stupid ceremony. But that's what happens when we grow up in a world where we have atheists on the northern part of the United States who want to lock us all up in insane asylums for being different. And we have Bible belters in the southern parts of the United States who want to beat us to death for being different. I'm not saying rise up against these people. I'm saying that we can unify. We can find our own place to live in happiness and peace, even if it's just on the internet. But it's up to us to be there for each other. I don't really know who this message is going to reach or who this is going to get to. But if you're feeling in pain, if you feel like the world is crashing down on you, if you have no other option, I'm asking you right now, do you need help? Because this video's going to YouTube, this video's going to Facebook. If you need help, and if you feel like you're in that hell, please tell me so I can help you. I've lost too many good people in my life, including the love of my life. I don't want this to happen again. These videos are meant to be informative, and they're meant to honor Justine's memory. She was the kindest vampire, the most intellectual Therian, and the best person that I have ever met. She was a saint, if such a thing exists. Thank you for your time. My next video will be written on my basics of energy work, or perhaps some other topic. I haven't decided yet, and I'm very tired. I'm going to get some sleep. Thanks for watching.